6 Steps to Deal with a Jealous Boyfriend. Being jealous is something very common, however, it is a feeling that does not help to make lasting relationships. In general, there are several relationships in which jealousy can be expressed. It can be in a romantic, professional or friendship relationship. Then we will talk about the first. When you have a boyfriend and is jealous, there are several ways in which you can face this. 1. Mark the rules. Ideally, from the beginning, you leave the rules clear and say that there are things you will never be willing to endure, so both will be clear about what they have to do and what they do not. It is good that you have this type of conversations from the beginning, where you talk about what you expect from the relationship and the specific functions that each one will fulfill. For men, it is easier to understand this in concrete behaviors, for example, call once a day, going out once a week, etc. If both are concerned about maintaining the relationship well and following the type of relationship they have agreed upon, they can have a healthy and harmonious relationship. For this, you need to be honest with him, because if your boyfriend tends to be a little jealous, it's because he probably has trouble trusting people, so if he realizes you're lying to him, you're going to increase his insecurity, which will deteriorate the relationship. 2. Do not fight. In front of the scenes or arguments related to the subject, try not to get into a serious fight, but if you notice that he is going to lose control, invite him to analyze the situation in a more cold way, to know what caused him to turn into that. For this, you should avoid lying, since this is something that can annoy anyone, but for a person who has trouble trusting others, it may be that it causes him such an intense feeling that he feels he cannot trust you or that he does not want to continue with the relationship. 3. Accept your part of the guilt. Up to a point, you have to try to understand him and have patience. If you already know that he is an insecure man and that he has trouble trusting people, then it is best to try to find a way to help him. For this, it is very important that you accept that he has these problems, as well as maybe you have another kind of problem, so if you decide to be with him in a relationship, it is important that you are willing to live this experience. 4. Talk a lot. We all know that arguments and quarrels end up hurting the relationship in the long run. That is why it is important that you also talk about other issues that do not provoke arguments between you two. Some of these topics are your musical tastes, movies, whatever. It is normal to be bothered by things in the relationship, but you should clarify it in its moment and not spending countless hours talking about it. It is best to find a balance between talking about the topics to improve the relationship and talking about topics to relax and connect in another way. In general, it is good that both have a positive attitude and that you feel that you will effectively solve the problems. Putting yourself in an aggressive attitude or not listening to the other party end up pushing you away or saying things you should not. 5. Pay attention to each other. If the other makes the effort to realize what really bothers him, then makes the decision to tell you, which involves choosing the right place, time and way to talk about the subject, the least you can do is listen. Although he has told you 1,000 times or even if you do not think is right, the best you can do is listen to him and try to reach an agreement that favors both of you. When jealousy is excessive, usually ends up affecting the relationship. That is why it is a topic that should be discussed seriously and make wise decisions about it. 6. Trust. Generally, jealousy is usually the result of bad experiences, insecurity in the relationship or other problems in the personality. To fight against this, we must give security to the other and guarantees. This means not lying and understanding that the other will not trust immediately. It is best to tell the truth and back it up with some fact. Most people are afraid to be cheated, lied, or that for some reason we end up distrusting our partner. However, having patience and will is key so that we can solve all conflicts. Remember that showing love with facts and words is one of the behaviors we can have that keep doubts away regardless of what the other feels for you. In conclusion, it is important that you be honest with yourself. It is valid that you choose not to have this type of relationship since he will need a lot of help and even a professional to help him. So if you're hesitant to embark on this adventure, it's better to be honest. To learn more about 6 steps to deal with a jealous boyfriend, download my book free by clicking the book image on the right or the link in the description below, and please subscribe to this channel and share this video.